Dear 8th standard students, welcome back to this video session of Maths Term 2. Now we are going to solve exercise 5.2. Let us get into the session.
Look at this exercise 5.2. Here we discuss about the Pythagorean theorem. Listen, Pythagorean theorem means in a right angled triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on the other two sides. Listen, BC is the hypotenuse. Already you know that, and this is opposite side, and this is adjacent side. So in a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse, BC square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on the other two sides. So BC square equal to AB square plus AC square, AB square plus AC square. That is the Pythagoras theorem. And then point of concurrency. When two lines in a plane cross each other, they are called intersecting line. Already we know, you see in the 7th, 6th class. So that is intersecting line. The point is called point of intersection. This is the point of intersection. Next one, when two or more lines in a plane are said to be concurrent lines. Two lines intersecting means that is intersecting lines, and two or more lines in a plane are said to be concurrent line. Concurrent lines. The point is called point of concurrency. Next, median of the triangle. A median of a triangle is a line segment from a vertex to the midpoint of the side opposite the vertex. Median of the line segment is the midpoint of the opposite side of the vertex. Opposite side of the vertex of that vertex. That is the median. Listen, BM equal to MC. That is the midpoint. It bisect BC into two equal parts. That is the midpoint, median. Okay. Next one, centroid. The point of concurrence of three median in a triangle is called its centroid. Listen, we find out three medians of a triangle of the three sides. The point is called, the concurrent point of concurrence is the centroid. That is G, denoted by the letter G. The centroid of a triangle splits each of the median into two segments, the one closer to the vertex being twice as long as another one. Listen, the centroid divides the median into two parts, right? One is twice as the other. So here 1 centimeter means it is twice of the 1. So that is 2 into 1, 2. So centroid divides each median into ratio 2:1. Altitude of the triangle. Altitude of a triangle also known as the height of the triangle. So height is AD. So that is the altitude. Right? The three altitude of any triangle are concurrent. Listen, you have to find out three altitudes of the triangle means we get the concurrent. It is concurrence. Concurrent means pass through a common point, one point. The perpendicular bisector of a triangle and circumcenter. Listen, the perpendicular bisector of sides of any triangle are concurrent. If we find out bisector, perpendicular bisector, we know that Perpendicular bisector means the line bisect a line segment in two parts that is equal. So that is the perpendicular bisector. The point of concurrence of three perpendicular bisector of a triangle is called. If you find out three sides bisector means the point of the concurrence, the perpendicular bisectors meet at the point. That point is called circumcenter. It is denoted by the letter S. An angle bisector of a triangle and in center. The three angle bisector of any triangle are concurrent. Listen, that is perpendicular bisector that divides the line into two segments. Here angle bisector. By say angle bisector means it divides the angle into two parts. Listen, here angle, it divides two angle. Here two angle and here two angles. It bisects the angles. So it cut the angles. That is the angle bisector of triangle. So the angle bisector, three angle bisector of any triangle are concurrent. It also pass through one point. That point is called incenter. That is the incenter. It is denoted, it is incenter. It is denoted by the letter I. So now let me see the exercise sums. First question, fill in the blanks. First one, if in a triangle PQR, PR square equal to PQ square plus QR square, then the right angle of triangle PQR is at the vertex is dash. Listen, if in a triangle PQR, PR square equal to PQ square plus QR square. Listen, it is a Pythagoras theorem. Here PR is the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. That is the formula, no? So in triangle, that is PR. PR. Here the vertex is Q. That only they ask. Listen, if in a triangle PQR, PR square equal to PQ square plus QR square, then the right angle of the right angle is at the vertex. Which vertex is a right angle? That is Q. Right? That is the answer. Next one. If L and M are the legs and N is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle, then L square equal to dash. Listen. N is the hypotenuse of the legs L, M or the legs and N is the hypotenuse of the right angled triangle. Listen, here L squared, L and M are the legs. So here L, here M, N is the hypotenuse they given. So what is the formula here? Hypotenuse square, that is N square equal to L squared plus M squared. That is the formula now. Hypotenuse square equal to opposite square plus adjacent square. From this, we have to find out L square. They ask L square equal to. So, L squared equal to, here plus M square, bring this side means minus M square. So, already N squared is there. From here, we bring the M square means minus m squared. So L square equal to n squared minus m squared. Next one, if the sides of a triangle are in the ratio 5:12:13, then it is dash. Listen, 5:2 the size of a triangle, 5:12:13. Listen, here A, B, C. Hypotenuse is the longest side. We know that very well. So that is 13. Here 5, 12. So what's the answer here? That is the right angle triangle. If they satisfy this one, means it is right angle triangle. 13 square equal to 5 squared plus 12 squared. That is the formula, no? 13 squared means 169. Here 5 squared 25 plus 12 squared means 12 into 12, that is 144. Add this one, we get 169. So it is satisfy the Pythagoras theorem, means it is a right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. That is the answer. Next one, the median of a triangle cross each other at dash. We see in the introduction, the median of a triangle cross each other at centroid. And then the centroid of a triangle divides each median in the ratio dash. Listen, centroid each median, that is the median, no? So here 1 is 2. So 2:1. That is the centroid of a triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. That is answer. Second sum, say true or false. 8, 15, 17 is a Pythagorean triplets. Pythagorean triplets means the three numbers they given, three sides, it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem, means the numbers are Pythagorean triplets. Listen for a check whether is it Pythagorean triplets or not. Listen, 8, 15, 17. Which one is the hypotenuse? Longest side, that is 17 square. So 17 squared equal to, write the formula, hypotenuse squared equal to opposite squared plus adjacent squared. So here hypotenuse is 17 and opposite and adjacent is 8 squared plus 15 squared. 17 squared, 17 into 17, that is 289. 8 square, that is 8 into 8, 64. Plus 15 squared, 15 into 15, 225. Add this one, means we get the same answer, 289. So it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. So the numbers are called Pythagorean triplets. That is true statement. Next one, in a right angled triangle, the hypotenuse is the greatest side. Is it true? Yes. Hypotenuse is the longest side, right angle triangle. That is also true. Next one, in any triangle, the centroid and the incenter are located inside the triangle. Centroid is also inside the triangle and incenter also inside the triangle. So it is also true statement. Next one, the centroid, orthocenter and incenter of a triangle are collinear. Yes. The centroid, orthocenter and incenter are collinear. It is also true statement. Next one, the incenter is equidistant from all the vertex of a triangle. Listen the incenter. In center, the distance is equidistance, they said. Here it is not equal. So that is the equidistance from all the vertex. From all the vertex. These are the vertex. No, A, B, C is the vertex. From here, the incenter is equidistant. Equidistance means equal distance between the center and the vertex. Is it true? No. This is false. That is the answer. Third sum. Check whether given sides are the sides of right angled triangle using Pythagoras theorem. Check whether is it a right angled triangle. That means Pythagorean triplets. Listen. Here, which one is the hypotenuse? That is 17. So, 17 is hypotenuse. So, what is the formula? Hypotenuse squared equal to opposite squared plus adjacent squared. That is the Pythagoras theorem. Right? Here hypotenuse square equal to 17 square equal to opposite square other two sides 8 square plus 15 square. What's the answer? 17 square. 17 into 17, 289 equal to 8 into 8, 64 plus 15 into 15, 225. So, add this means we get 289. So, it satisfies the Pythagoras theorem. Answer yes. It is right angled triangle. Next one 12, 13, 15. Here which one is the hypotenuse? 15. 15 is the hypotenuse. What is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse squared equal to sum of the other two sides, square of the other two sides. So, opposite squared plus adjacent squared. That is Pythagoras theorem. Now, hypotenuse square equal to 15 squared equal to 12 squared plus 13 squared. Listen, 15 squared means 15 into 15. So, that is 225 equal to 12 squared is 12 into 12, that is 144 plus 13 squared, that is 13 into 13. So, 169. Add this means we get the 225. Listen, 144, 169. How much? 313. So, that is not equal to 225. So, it is no. It is not a right angled triangle. So, next three sums also like this only. So, you can follow the same procedure and get the result. That is the answer. You should answer this next three sums. Fourth sum, find the unknown side in the following triangle. Listen, they given the triangle and one side is value is not given. So we have to find out that value of x. First one, listen, they given here BC is the hypotenuse. BC equal to x and AC, that is opposite side 9, and AB equal to 40. Listen, this is hypotenuse, this is opposite side, hypotenuse opposite, that is opposite side, and next to the opposite side, that is adjacent. We already know that. What's the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square, that is BC squared, equal to AC squared plus AB squared. That is the Pythagoras theorem. What is BC? That is x squared equal to 9 squared plus 40 squared. 9 squared means 81. 9 into 9, right? 81. 40 squared, 4 4s are 16. That means 40 into 40. Listen, 4 4s are 16. Here 1 0, here 1 0. So 1600 is the result. Next one, add this one means we get 1681. That is x squared. Listen, from that we have to find out x. So here squared means bring this side square root. So x equal to square root of 1681. Here 41 into 41, we get the number, that is 1 1 is 1, 1 4 is 4, again 4 1 is 4, 4 4s are 16. Square root means we have guessed the number that multiplied with itself, that is the square root. Listen, so what is the value? 41. The value of x is 41. That is the answer. Next one, second sum, that is also right angled triangle. Here PR is the hypotenuse. Listen, PR equal to 34, that is hypotenuse. Next, PQ opposite to the hypotenuse, that is y. It is opposite side. Next one, QR, that is 30. It is adjacent side. Now Pythagoras theorem. Which one is the hypotenuse? PR. So PR squared equal to PQ squared plus QR squared. So what is PR squared? That is, we have to here 34 squared equal to PQ squared is y squared plus 30 squared. Listen, we have to find out this y squared. So y squared equal to 30 square, bring the side means Already 34 square is there, that is minus 30 squared. Now what is 34 squared? 34 into 34, 4 fours are 16, 3 fours are 12 plus 1 13, 3 fours are 12, carry over 1, 3 threes are 9 plus 1 10, and 30 squared, 30 into 30, 3 threes are 9, put the 2 zeros means 900. So 1156 minus 900. Now 1156 minus 900, 65. Here 11 minus 9, 2, 256. (256) means here 16 16s are. You have to memorize the square numbers. 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, like that. You have to minimum 20 numbers you have to know that. Then only you can easily solve this problem. Listen, 6 6 are 36, 1 6 is 6, plus 3, 9. 16 ones are 16. So, listen, y squared equal to 256. So, y equal to root of 256. That only we found that 16 into 16 is the 256. So, y equal to 16. That is the answer. So, the value of y is 16. Here in this in your book, one more problem is in your fourth question. One more subdivision is there. You have to solve that. You can solve that. Fifth sum. An isosceles triangle, equal sides each 13 centimeter. Isosceles triangle means two sides are equal. The two sides each 13 centimeter. So listen, these two sides are equal. Its sides is 13 centimeter and here also 13 centimeter. And one more thing they given, a base is 24 centimeter in length. So totally it is 24 centimeter. It is 24 centimeter is both it is a median, right? A, B, C. AD is the midpoint, D is the midpoint. So here this length is equal to BD equal to DC. How much? 24 divided by 2, we get 12 centimeter here and 12 centimeter here. So that is 24 centimeter. Now we have to find out this height. That is only they ask. How will you find out that? Take ABD, this triangle only. There is two triangle, no? ABD and ACD. Sorry, ADC. So here we take ABD only now. BD equal to 12 centimeter and AB equal to 13 centimeter. Now we have to find out AB. How will you find out that? By which theorem? Pythagorean theorem. First write down. In isosceles triangle, ABC, AB equal to AC equal to 13 centimeter and BC equal to 24 centimeter. So BD equal to 24 divided by 2, that is equal to 12 centimeter. Now we have to find out AD in triangle ABD. AB squared equal to what's that? AD squared plus BD squared by Pythagoras theorem. AB squared equal to 13 squared equal to AD squared we don't know, so write down as it is, plus BD squared equal to 12 squared. Now we don't know AD square, so keep there. So that is, change the LHS RHS means we get this side AD squared equal to, here already 13 square is there, and bring the 12 square to this side means it becomes minus 12 squared. Now 13 squared, that is how much? 169. 13 into 13, 169, minus 12 squared, 144. 12 into 4, 12 into 12, 144. Minus means we get, subtract this one, 25. So AD squared is 25. So AD equal to how much? Root of 25. Here square means bring the side, it becomes square root. So AD equal to what the number? That is 25. 5 5s are 25. So 5 is the height of the triangle. So that is 5 centimeter. That is the height of the triangle. Therefore, the height of the triangle that means AD. Here write 5 centimeter. So is 5 centimeter. That is the answer. Sixth sum. Find the distance between the helicopter and the ship. Listen. This is the helicopter from P, that is ground level. From that, the height of the helicopter is 80 meter. It is in the height 80 meter, and ship is in here 150 meter from the sea level to ground level, that is 150 meter. Here we find out this distance, that is D. The given. Listen. By Pythagoras theorem, we have to find out this one by Pythagoras theorem. Listen. PH, PS they given, right? We have to find out HS. Sorry, A, they given AS. Listen, find out first given AP equal to 80 meter and PS equal to 150 meter. Now we have to find out AS, that is they given D. By Pythagoras theorem, what is the hypotenuse squared? That is AS squared equal to opposite square AP squared plus adjacent square, that is PS squared. AS squared is D, so D squared equal to AP squared. AP squared means 80 squared plus 150 squared. Now listen, 80 squared, 80 into 80, 0 0, 8 8s are 64, so 6400. Next one, 150 squared, 150 into 50, 15 we know that 225, put the 2 zeros means 22,500. Now add this one plus 6,400 plus 22,500 means we get 28,900, that is D squared. D means equal to root of 28,900. Listen, we know that 17 17s are 289. So 170 into 170 means we get this result 17 17 289. Put the 2 zeros means 28,900. So 170 meter. They are given in meter. So put down it is a meter. So D equal to 170 meter. That is the answer. Seventh sum, in triangle ABC, line 1 is a perpendicular bisector of BC. Listen, line 1 is perpendicular bisector of BC. This line 1 L1 is bisect BC into two parts. So it is a perpendicular bisector. If BC equal to 12 centimeter, BC equal to 12 centimeter, total distance 12 centimeter, and SM equal to 8 centimeter, SM is 8 centimeter, and find out CS. Listen, BC is divided into BM and MC. So BC equal to 12 centimeter. Here we take the triangle SMC. SM equal to 8 centimeter, that is given, and MC is what? Full length is 12 centimeter means it divided by M. So 6 into 6 plus 6. It is divided into 6 plus 6. So MC equal to 6 centimeter. And CS is what? That is the question. So BC equal to 12 centimeter means MC equal to BC by 2, that is equal to 12 by 2, MC equal to 6 centimeter, and also given SM SM equal to 8 centimeter they given. Now CS, so by Pythagoras theorem, listen, CS is the hypotenuse. So CS squared equal to hypotenuse squared equal to opposite square, that is SM squared plus MC squared. CS squared we don't know. Listen, SM squared is 8 squared plus 6 squared. How much? 64. 8 squared means 18 into 8, 64 plus 6 squared, that is 6 into 6, 36. Add this means we get how much? 100. That is CS squared. Now we want to CS. Find out CS. So squared, bring the side means square root. So 100 square, that is square root of 100 means 10 into 10 we get 100. So 10 is the length of CS. So CS equal to 10 centimeter. That is the answer. Eighth sum, identify the centroid of triangle PQR. They given the triangle and the medians also. Listen, in triangle PQR, PS is the median here, QT is the median, and here listen, this two lines or two distance are equal means this is the median. So listen, here QS equal to SR and PT equal to TR, right? PT equal to TR because QT is the median. Since QT is median. And the next one, QS equal to SR. Here which one is the median? PS is the median. Since PS is median. Listen, here PS and QT meet at the point, this one. Which one? W. Here PS and QT meet at the point W. Therefore, W is the centroid of triangle PQR. That is the answer. Ninth sum, name the orthocenter of triangle PQR. Listen, in triangle PQR, M and O are the medians. Here, M is 90 degree. So P vertex makes the perpendicular line, it makes a 90 degree. So P is a right angle triangle. So P is only the orthocenter of triangle PQR. So listen. M is the median of QR and also perpendicular. Perpendicular from the vertex P. Therefore, P is right angled triangle. And P and is therefore P is the orthocenter of triangle PQR. That is the answer. Nth sum. In the given figure, A is the midpoint of YZ. A is the midpoint of Y and Z, and G is the centroid of the midpoint XYZ. G is the centroid of XYZ. If the length of GA is 3 cm, GA is 3 cm, find XA. They given the GA and find XA. So listen. The median, the centroid of a triangle divides each median. Centroid of the triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. We know that centroid of a triangle divides each median in the ratio 2:1. Listen, here 2 times, here 1 time, 2:1. They given here A equal to 3 centimeter means, and here 2A. Here A means here 2A. So GA equal to 2 into GX. That is the ratio. So listen, GA equal to 3. Here Gx equal to 2 into Ga, right? Ga is what? That is Gx, twice Ga is the Gx. So Gx equal to twice into Ga. So 2 into Ga is what? 3. So that is 6. That is Gx. 6 centimeter. Now Xa equal to Gx plus Ga. That is equal to 6 plus 3, 9 centimeter. That is Xa. That is the answer. 11th sum. If I is the incenter of triangle XYZ and IYZ equal to 30 degree and IZY equal to 40 degree, find YXZ. Listen. Given I in triangle IYZ, angle Y equal to 30 degree and angle Z equal to 40 degree. In triangle XYZ, here angle Y equal to, here 60 degree means here also, 30 degree means here also 30 degree. So totally angle Y equal to 60 degree and angle Z equal to Here 40 degree means here also 40 degree, because it divides the angle in equal parts only in center. So z equal to 40 plus 40, 80 degree. Now we know that in a triangle the sum of the angles equal to 180 degree. So sum of the angle of triangle equal to 180 degree. So angle x plus angle y plus angle z, angle x plus angle y plus angle z equal to 180 degree. Now angle x we don't know, plus angle y equal to 60 degree plus angle z equal to 80 degree equal to 180 degree. Now angle z plus 60 plus 80, 140 degree equal to 180 degree. So angle x equal to 180 degree minus 140 degree. Here plus 140 is, bring this side means minus 140. So angle x equal to 40 degree. That is the answer. Therefore angle yxz equal to 40 degree. That is the answer. Here exercise 5.2 is over. So children practice well. I will see again in next exercise. Thank you.